Hey guys, it's Ernesto and welcome back to yet another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm having a wonderful day. So today I'm going to walk you through a photo shoot that I did, which was basically to capture some headshots which evolved into 3 different looks. So I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how I did each one of the looks, what I use, and how I captured the images. All right, before we begin, I just want to give a big thank you to Dwayne, aka DJ Cold Fusion, for capturing the video, because without him, we would have no video to bring you guys. So thank you very much, DJ Cold Fusion. So the goal of this entire photo shoot was basically to capture a headshot. That was the goal. But I challenged myself to basically create 3 different looks for this particular session. Now, I decided to utilize a couple of different setups. The very first setup was to utilize a window light. Now that window light was coming in from camera left, so the goal with the subject was basically for her to take advantage of that window light, making sure that her head was always positioned to camera left, because if it wasn't positioned in that fashion, then her face would have been in shadow, which wouldn't have been good. Second, what I try to do is basically try to pull out some expression from the subject, telling her to do fake laughter and stuff like that, just to give her something to do. And you know, when she's doing that fake laughter, you know, sometimes it's silly enough and then they decide to laugh as well. So it just happens, okay? So you could do something like that, something silly. The challenge that I had on this particular photo shoot was simply trying to make sure that her body was positioned properly, specifically her shoulders were positioned properly, because when it was squared off to the camera, it wasn't looking good. So I tried to make sure that it was a little bit angle, like one was facing to the back wall and the other one was kind of facing a little bit towards me. So that's what I try to do here, and I really like those shots as opposed to the shots where her shoulders were squared onto the camera. In the second setup, I decided to use the Aputure light. Now, if you're curious about this Aputure light, I'll put the link to the video that I did on this Aputure light, and you guys can see it and get more information on it. Now, the Aputure light, I didn't use it as a main light, I use it as a background light. The light dome is significantly large, so I try to use that as my background so that I could get like this high key look. Now, I also brought in the AD200, and I used a softbox on the AD200 to basically fill in the shadows on the subject's face. Now, the challenge that I had with this particular photo shoot, which resulted in me only just capturing one single image, and I just basically scrapped this setup. The challenge that I had, and if I had thought about it at the time, I would have corrected it, but the challenge that I had was basically because the Aputure light, which is the Aputure 120d light, because that light is so bright, right? I couldn't really focus on the subject. Therefore, a lot of my shots that I was getting was out of focus and it wasn't really working. So basically, I scrapped this second setup really quickly and we moved on. In the last setup, what I try to do here is basically get a setup that's more dramatic and add a little bit more lights to the particular scene. So in this particular setup, what I decided to use was 2 AD200 as my backlight, well, specifically the rim lights, and those 2 lights was gelled. One was blue, one was orange. And then I also utilized the AD600, and the AD600 was so powerful because that was supposed to be more like a fill light, not necessarily the main light, but that's supposed to be like the fill light. and it was so powerful at 128 of a power that I had to basically turn it around so that the light could hit the wall and bounce back on the subject, which will give me a lesser power. So that worked out really well. So this particular setup was very stylized. Its main focus was to highlight the headpiece that had the light coming off of it. So that was the particular goal on this setup, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. The primary goal of this particular photo shoot was basically to capture a headshot for Etosh business, right? She is a makeup artist, and I just wanted to capture some headshots for her for that particular setup. So we got that particular headshot on the very first setup, and everything else was just play, just to see what else would I get in those other setups. So I encourage you guys to go out there, once you get the main shot that you need to get, go ahead and play and be creative, come up with different things, and your client may actually enjoy the stuff that you come up with over the main shot that you had to do. So I encourage you to go out there and play. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Put some comments down below, let me know what you think. Share this video with your friends and family. And guys, if you got this far in this video and you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video.